What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for clicking on this video. Today we have a couple updates from Disney and the horror franchise as we get a dramatized film about the making of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. But before we get to that, Disney has announced the release year for Hocus Pocus 2 and it's coming next year in 2022. That is crazy. Almost 30 years since we got the original in 1993, and we will see the return of the Sanderson Sisters, played by Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. I don't even know if I said her last name right, but the point is that they are coming back to Salem. Now, if you were old enough to see the original, or if you took the time to see the original, then you remember that the Sanderson sisters, they are witches from the past who were accidentally brought to the present. And as the article states, in the new film, a similar situation takes place as three young women bring the Sanderson sisters to modern-day Salem. Now, being that it's a modern-day Salem, I just hope they don't go the same route that a lot of horror franchises like to do. Whenever there's a horror sequel that is a sequel to the original that was way back in the day, but they like to bring it back to modern day by using technology. For example, we might see a character in the sequel that likes to look up an online article, a podcast, or anything that has to do with technology to force the audience to remember, both old and new audiences, to see the old events in order to just fill in the story. I hope they don't go that route, but we have yet to see the plot for the upcoming sequel coming next year in 2022. Now, if you're a fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then you will be excited to know that the events, the making of the original film, will be dramatized in an upcoming film. Looks like we won't be getting our typical documentary because everything will be dramatized. Ambitious Entertainment are the ones that have announced the development of this movie. They got the rights from the memoir that was written by Gunnar Hansen, who played Leatherface in the original film. And it is said that the project will bring to the screen all the fun, horror, and craziness from the making of the original. Now, I want to get into the intro of this memoir that Hansen wrote and the memoir that this film is going to go by. So he says, "Nothing went right during the shooting. Everyone was incompetent and people hated each other. Most were so stoned that later they remembered only that they had a lot of fun. Neighbors complained about disturbing events at the farmhouse. The police came. People died. No one wanted their name on the credits. The film was an inept, blood-soaked disaster. The director had to prove to the FBI that it was not a snuff film." Man, so just by reading that, it looks like a lot of things went down behind the scenes. I'm really interested to see what happened, what they had to go through to get this film out. And being that he said that people were stoned, it makes me want to go back to the original and see who I can point out that looks obviously like they're just stoned out of their mind while filming. Definitely excited for that one. And that wraps it up for today's video. I want to hear from you guys. Are you excited from Hocus Pocus 2? Did you see the original? Will you be watching the original before this upcoming sequel? And if you're a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan, are you excited for this new dramatized film about the making of the original horror classic? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.